There was no fucking sound. Great. I just saw there was the sound now, though. There is sound now. All right. So, do you agree? Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I'm just kidding. Okay. Let's try this. Let's try this again. Welcome to the first live stream of 2022. Welcome to the Crypto Factor. Welcome to the best cryptopreneurship channel in the world, where you get information that nobody else ever gives you. I just gave you $1 million information, $1 million tip. In this video in the beginning, there was no sound. Too bad. But welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Paul. And on this channel, we do things a bit differently. We usually have sound. And what we do is do 1 minute videos that get straight to the point, answering your questions so we don't waste your time. We do reviews. We do interviews with some of the most successful people around the world in blockchain, pioneers and successful people. I lost my track of thought. And we do live streams just like this one with sound every Sunday at 7 p.m. I completely crapped this. This is the problem. Okay, first live stream of 2022 didn't do so well, did it? Okay, well, subscribe down below for crappy videos in 2022. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to be talking about the top cryptos to buy in 2022, why I would buy them, not because this token does this, not because that token does that, but the reason why I would hold these tokens. We're going to give you a list. I'm going to give you a warning about this airdrop that might scam you from all your Ethereum, so you have to be careful with that. I'm also going to be talking about Safemoon and why I bought some today. And this coming from somebody that, been dissing Safemoon all year. Did I change my mind? No, I haven't. But I did buy some Safemoon. I'll tell you exactly why and why I will do it. By the way, everyone, I gotta see, man. I will be going into the chat and answering your questions as well. Wow, man. I can't believe I did that. Can't believe I did that. Let me just approve some questions here. It's hilarious. Anyway. Yeah, so welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. I'm telling you, that was probably one of the best intros in my life on this channel. And there was no, I was really into it too, because of 2022 first live. I was like really in. I was like, hey, I was like wishing it out, not stuttering, nothing, right? Like I had the flow. I was like, man, and just had no sound. Amazing. Anyway. So before I start, I want to give you a quick warning, and this is a very important warning. There is an airdrop by DAO, and if you've traded over $1,000 in Ethereum, and apparently by me personally, I trade over $15,000 in 2 accounts on Ethereum. If you go to claim your gas, they're saying that when you make the first transaction and you claim your tokens, there's a second pop-up that asks you to send your Ethereum to another address. Do not accept that second pop-up on MetaMask. You will probably, most likely, lose all your Ethereum. Now, that said, DAO themselves said they don't know anything about this, that people are probably going to the wrong website, but there is a chance that their front end got hacked, and or they're lying. So be extremely careful if you are claiming DAO, the token. Be very careful you don't lose all your ETH. Always read those little pop-ups on MetaMask of what they do and what they're asking for, because it's just, it's very important. So that's what the DAO, with the DAO situation as well. Now, I want to jump into the chat, but let me tell you my top picks for 2022 and why I'm picking them, okay? The reason I'm going to give you these picks, I'll tell you up front. The main reason I'm giving you these picks is this. I always called for a bear market or top to start in December or 2022, the first quarter of 2022. We're in 2022 right now. So I'm expecting a bear market within 3 or 4 months of this year. If we do not get a bear market, all right, or the start of one, then I think we're going to have such a massive drop in the first quarter of 2022 that it will look like a bear market. Does that make sense? So a lot of people are going to get wiped out. Leverage trade is going to get wiped out. A lot of people are going to give up, and then we're going to resume and continue. So these tokens I'm going to give you have good potential upside. And in case of a bear market or a sudden drop or that massive drop we're talking about, they're very likely to bounce back and come up again, even if you have to wait for the bear market to be over and the bull market to restart. Does that make sense? This is what my picks are based on. Now, are these my only cryptocurrencies, my only picks? No. I'm just telling you what I would invest in right now if I wanted to invest in crypto and I wanted to take a more secure approach but still make money. Does that make sense? So, the picks are this: Bitcoin and Ethereum for obvious reasons. Ethereum 2.0 is going to come out. A lot of people are sleeping on Ethereum, trying to dive into other projects, right? A, they're sleeping on it. B, if we go into a bear market, Ethereum is going to still develop, right? Bitcoin's still going to develop. So they're going to come back. They always come back, at least till now, all right? Matic or Polygon for its layer 2 solution and what it's doing in the market would be another pick. Decentraland and Sandbox because of gaming tokens. All right. Now you could argue Axie Infinity as well as a blue chip, but Decentraland and Sandbox not only will bounce back fast, but it's going to have more news as companies start building metaverses on them. Right. So that's also a safe bet that could make you a lot of gains. Link, because it's the #1 oracle based on Ethereum. So Ethereum 2.0 needs an oracle. What does an oracle do? Brings information outside of the blockchain onto the blockchain. You need an oracle. The one with proof of concept here is Link. Phantom, because of its price action. Its price action, it's mimicking some other coins I used to talk about. We'll talk about that later on. But Phantom's another one. Cosmos Atom, which I actually made a video that I bought more of, was it 2 days ago? Yes, 2 days ago before the pump, and you can verify this. The video came out between somewhere in between the pump, but the story came out before the pump. And if you want to see what the story is, it's only available on mobile phone. You go to my channel, for example, or any channel you want to do it. I recommend mine because it's mine. Obviously, I'm biased. All right. So you go to the Crypto Factor, for example, right? And if you click the logo,
so I'm on my way to Tino's
there you go, the stories.
I'll try and make some videos on the way there. Hey, Happy New Year.
There you go.
Made my first cryptocurrency trade of the year. I changed some Bitcoin into Ethereum and Atom. I just see strength in Atom. I think it's going to pull off a Solana.
Right. Just wanted to show you that story on the stories vanish in a week. They're 15 seconds long. You can't be any longer than that. And they vanish in a week. Short videos can be up to 1 minute long, but they stay as searchable videos. So if you want to see my stories and follow what I do daily, the quick little updates, you can only do it by mobile. Subscribe to my channel, click my profile picture, and you will see stories. Okay, does that make sense? Cool, awesome, let's move on. So Cosmos and Atom, the reason I bought it, it's mimicking what Solana is doing. I've been looking at Cosmos. I bought Solana in February of 2021, right? So, and I've been talking about Solana a lot ever since. The price action that Cosmos is doing is mimicking what Solana did before it started going up. So keep that in mind. I would buy Solana as well. It's not going anywhere, especially since it's centralized. But Solana is a good blockchain for gaming and so on. It's very fast. AVAX, obviously, we've been talking about this almost since Solana, maybe a bit longer. Polkadot, which I forgot to mention in a recent video because of parachains. Phantom, which I'm saying again because apparently I can't read. I put Phantom down twice. Maybe it's a sign. Loopring because ZK rollups, and Immutable X for the same reason. Those are my plays for 2022, if I was going to get into right now, that I can make a bit of money, a good profits, in other words, right, with minimum risk. And some of these can give you more profits than others with a little bit more risk. Does that make sense? Now, again, not the only tokens I'm holding. Obviously, I'm holding a lot more. Obviously, I'm invested in other cryptocurrencies. I'm just giving you my main ones, my favorite ones right now. Could this change? Yes, it can change. All right, now, let's move on. Before I go to the chat and answer your questions, because that's what these live streams are all about weekly, I just go straight to the chat, answer your questions, no fluff and no bullshit. If you like that, please like this video, give this video a like. I see 37 concurrent viewers, with over 40 at some point. I'm seeing 12 likes. I think that's ridiculous. I think you should like this video, if anything, just to say Happy New Year. Give a like to this video and subscribe down below so you don't miss the next video. Now, before we get to the chat and answer your questions, I want to talk a little bit about Safemoon, because I've been giving Safemoon shit all year. Well deserved as well. I never liked the Safemoon code. It's based on a scam, right? And their black hat marketing. I've talked about this many times. I'm not going to talk about it again. You can watch my older videos to see why, okay? But I also said if they wanted to be, and I'm not going to get into the details or the technical details here, multiple times in live streams and videos, I said, if they are legit, if they're going to try and make it till they fake it, if they're faking it till they make it, and they want to make it, then they're going to need to change their code. I've said this multiple times. And if they change their code, go to their own blockchain or upgrade the code or whatever, I would then be interested in looking into it. They're doing that right now with version 2. Does that mean they're legit? I can't say yes or no. I haven't looked at it. I don't know what they're doing. What I do know is there's going to be a lot of hype on Safemoon. And that's what we rolled up. Remember when we rolled up, if you're a subscriber here, you know we rolled up the Safemoon hype. We got a little bit late, so we only got like a 3x, right? And we also rolled up the what was it? Elongate hype. We made a 10, 11x on that, right? And we sold the top. I called the top for you guys. I believe that Safemoon version 2 is going to do same kind of run. I might be wrong, but I think it's going to do the same kind of run. So I bought a little bit today, this morning, about $200, $250. Not a lot. You don't need to put a lot of money in these crap coins, right? And if you're from Safemoon watching this, forgive me, crap coins, shit coins, most cryptocurrencies out there are shit coins, whether they work or not. I will, just keep that in mind. I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, but I do have my views on this. Okay, I'm not saying Safemoon is a shit coin. It used to be. Don't know what it is now, or what it will become. Right? You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. Right? Your reputation stands on what you're doing. Right? So bear with me here. So I think Safemoon version 2 is going to do another run up, like the one it did, maybe even higher, maybe, right? And I'm going to sell 80%. I'm going to sell 50% of my profits. I'm going to sell 50% of my holdings on the way up for a nice, $1,000 back to me, right? I'll get like a 10, 12% fee, whatever, doesn't really matter. And then the rest I'm going to let run a little bit more, sell 80% of my total position, and then see how long I can keep on going up on Safemoon. I probably have a small bag left over, but it'll be worth it. Now, is $1,000, $2,000 a lot of money? No, it's not. But this is what I do. This is what I do with these coins I don't know about. And if I'm wrong and it keeps on going up like forever, I have a small 20% bag that, it can keep on going up and make me some good money. But before that, I'll take that 1,000, 1,500 and put it into something else. And write that up for another 5 or 10x, right? And that's now it's like 10,000, 12,000, and I'll take that and put it into something else. That's how I trade these low cap coins, or these meme coins, or shit coins, or whatever you want to call them. And I do that. And you might say to yourself, oh, but Safemoon is different, it's the best coin, it's not supposed to be in that category. Oh, sorry, you probably say it in the Safemoon voice, which is something like, Safemoon is on that category, it's going to moon. But look, it can move categories. I'm not saying it's going to remain a shitcoin forever. It can move categories and go up to, semi-shitcoin, right? Or it could go down to complete shitcoin. We'll see. That's what I'm categorizing it at, all right? If you don't like what you're hearing and you're from Safemoon, and you don't like this, and you don't understand this, that's fine. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like this video. You can dislike it, as a matter of fact. It's okay, right? But if you want to have another opinion, an unbiased opinion, right? And maybe, check, because look, if you like it or not, I'm out of focus, but like it or not, if you listened to me when I called the top on Safemoon and you got out, right? You wouldn't have rolled all this way down, lost 96% of your position, right? And then they switched the contract on your ass and you can't even change that anymore, right? You wouldn't be in that predicament right now. You would have been able to buy now, right, with 10x gains or 20x gains or whenever gains, depending on when you got in, 100x gains, 1000x gains when I call the top, and you'd be rich and you'd have more Safemoon to buy back right now than what you had. Does that make sense? All right, and I will answer all your questions in the chat right now. I just wanted to tell you what I've been doing with Safemoon. Now, a lot of people, hey, he's just doing it for the views. It's just a Safemoon for the views. He's only doing it for the views. Yes, I'm on YouTube. Obviously, I'm doing shit for the views as well, right? But subscribers on this channel know that I'm very honest. The realest channel there is out there, and my calls are pretty cool. If you listened to me last year, you would have made some really good money. Right? If you didn't make money last year and you're here, talking shit, I feel sorry for you, right? I mean, I've had haters come to me and say, hey, look, I don't agree with you because I love Safemoon, but you were right. This has happened. Same with XRP, right? A lot of times we fall in love with our projects. We believe in them so much because we're invested in with that hope. We cannot let go of that hope that we're going to become millionaires. Well, you have to let go of that. You really have to let go of that. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's go through the chat now that we have sound. And let's see what's going on here. I'm probably going to have to edit that part out in the beginning of the video. All right. Luca Giordana says, oh, Paul, you're here again mentioning Safemoon because you know it's going to bring you a lot of views. Sure. Yes. G-Rock. What's up, Paul? Today I'm feeling blessed thanks to the Crypto Factor, the best place to get crypto info with no bull. Yes, it is, sir. Nice to see you here as well. Then it's like mute, no voice, no sound. Let's just find where the sound gets on here. Turn your mic on. I get people all panic. I can't fucking hear you, man. All right, wait. Sharif Demars, I think he said smash the like button. That's a good one, man. Someone's lip reading here. Perfect. Okay, now you can hear me. Okay, so let's see what kind of... Me and me says, good evening, Paul. People say, people laughing. Cool. Vitality says, I read from his lips that Bitcoin will go to 100,000 this week. It's quite possible for it to go to 100,000 this year. We'll see before the bear market, a massive drop that we were talking about. All right, let's see. I read from his lips that it's gonna work with BitBoy. Ricardo, I'll be on his show on the 4th of the month around the blockchain, and I think again on the 14th or 11th. I can't remember when. I'll be on the show again, but a lot of times I go in between as well, unannounced. So yeah, I'll be on his show a few times. Yeah, Vitaly saying I wasn't hating about the guy eating yesterday, but for the picture in general. Yeah, I understand, man. It was funny. But that channel's kind of like whack anyway. Whack as in crazy. Like, it's pretty cool. But I like that channel. I like Marcin. You guys should subscribe there. I've supported him from the beginning, just so you know. Torsus is Hi Paul, Man of the Year 2022. Awesome, man. Thank you. Someone speaking in Greek. Igor Yasure Vremerale. Hi, would you buy RFox or PYR? PYR being, I know I have PYR. Let me just check my Blockfolio. What is it, Gods Unchained or something? Let me see. Or no, something, anyway, it was, give me a second. Where did I have it? I think I have it on Binance. Or wait, maybe it's, here it is, on KuCoin actually. Oh, Vulcan Forge, yes. So I think Vulcan Forge will actually do very well. I know Vulcan. I bought Vulcan Forge. I bought it like last week, and I've been talking about Red Fox for a while now, for months now, before it went up. So I think Red Fox and Vulcan Forge are both good gaming tokens. If the gaming industry in general goes up, I think they will follow up and do some really good gains. They're a bit riskier than Sand, Decentraland, and so on, for the reasons I talked about at the beginning of this video when I had sound. But other than that, I think they're very good projects, man. Your view on Costa token. Okay, so Costa token belongs to the Moon. And although I don't really follow the Moon, but he does have a following. And definitely he'll be able to pump the coin. Plus, YouTubers usually support YouTubers. So I wouldn't be surprised if Trade supports it, other people support it because they want the support in return as well. Let's just keep it real here. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's how it is. So on that alone, because most things in crypto is based on hype, right? Because we're trading hype, we're trading what they're gonna do or what we're hoping they will accomplish, right? We don't know if any of these projects will actually work. Based on that, it could be a good buy. Short to medium term hodl, maybe even longer, depending on what you think of the Moon and if you like the person behind the Costa project. That said, I don't own any Costa. I might do in the future. Right now, I don't, right? But I don't know. I don't really know what it does. I think it's to do transactions faster or something like that, across the wall transactions. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't have any, but I think based on hype, it can do well. And when I just said that most projects, we don't know if they're going to do or if they're going to work, you have to understand, even if a project works technically, it doesn't mean people are going to be using it in 5-10 years from now. Because 5-10 years from now, something may have evolved, they might be using another tech, and this one becomes irrelevant. Does that make sense? And you end up holding a project because, oh, look, it's the future, and it's not the future anymore. It's all speculation. You're speculating that this tech will be used, needed, accepted, and adopted in the future. That's why I don't like holding projects long-term unless they're Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot just made that list, and so on. Does that make sense? So it's all a gamble, essentially. This is why the diamond hands, hodl forever thing is bullshit to me, unless you have specific projects and you know why you're doing it. All right? Hit that like button if you guys agree. What is my best and worst trades? That's a very good question. Okay, and I think I can answer that. Now, I've had a few of them, right? But I can only remember one or two of them. So my best trades of 2022, definitely Solana in February. Definitely AVAX, Polkadot when I was calling it before it went up, and some other tokens as well that just went crazy. Axie Infinity, Decentraland, and so on. Some of my worst ones, let me just have a look on my Blockfolio here. Those are the ones I remember off my head, right? Bitcoin is always my best one because I always hold it, by the way. My in and out trades of ADA was perfect, right? I mean, I timed it perfectly against XRP and I was going back and forth. Perfect. Matic also did well. A lot of other ones I'm seeing here did very well as well, but let me just see the ones that didn't real quick. Because I think those are the ones that didn't do so well, I think they're more interesting, right? Where are I? Give me a second. Oh, Hex made me a shitload of money, by the way. All right, Saber. Saber was complete the shit trade for me. What else? See, that's the problem. I deleted all the ones that... Wait, give me a second. Let me go back to Binance. I got like so many portfolios. It's insane. Sorry if it's taking some time to... Oh, Refinable. I bought Refinable, but okay, I bought it on the dump when there was a lot of FUD. I bought it in the expectation that it might go back up, and it just didn't. So that was complete crap. I don't think I had many more. I had some more, but I just don't know which ones they were because I got rid of them here. Oh, wait. Let me go to DeFi. Definitely some there. So CSwap and CWAP, the equivalent or the scam version of it or something, those went to crap. I guess paid network, but that could probably go up again. I'm not sure. It's not that bad. Those are my best and worst trades I remember off my heart and what I see here. If I think about it, I'll find some more. Kabil Bogal, in case we enter a bear market by any chance, will alts go for all-time high? Like if Ethereum 2.0 is introduced, will it? Look. Usually when we go to an all-time high in Bitcoin and there's a bear market, right? Bitcoin starts going, alts will rally for a week or two more, and that rally, right? This is where you have to kind of like sell into Bitcoin. That way, if it goes down more, you won't lose as much, but you're still exposed to the market. And if it goes up, then okay, you can get back into shitcoins again. Does that make sense? So we trade through Bitcoin. You can also do that through Ethereum now, by the looks of it. But we'll see. That hasn't been proven yet. But usually, yeah, altcoins will rally a couple of weeks more, maybe up to a month. It depends, 3 weeks, whatever. But yeah, this is why it's good to take profits on the way up, because you never know when that's going to happen. You'll never be able to time it properly. So it's good to take profits. That's why we always say on this channel, take profits, right? When is the bull market going to start? We're still in the bull market. We might be in a bear trend, but we're still in the bull market. Paul, this 40K, 8K seems like hard. Yeah. Vitaly, this 48K levels, it does seem hard to break, but don't forget that 45, 46K is becoming the new support. So we should be able to like take some wind and break it. The hardest level to beat, which confirms the continuation of this bull market, would be 52K, $52,000. If we break that and close on top of it on the weekly, that's my confirmation for the bull run continuing. Until then, everything's in the air for me. I am leaning more bullish than bearish because we kept this level for a significant amount of time. If we break down and go under 45K, I'll be very worried. And if we break 41K or 40K psychologically, close below that we're going to go to 30K, or we're going to enter a bull market. And that will pretty much be my prediction for December or first 4 months of 2022. Harry ML, is it wise to move profits into BTC when BTC is a high price? Should you move profits into BTC when Bitcoin is priced so high? If so, why? Well, it depends, Harry, if you're accumulating more Bitcoin. If your goal is to get more Bitcoin from trading, like other altcoins, then it's always a good idea, right? Doesn't matter how high it is or how low it is, right? But if you're talking about trading in money, trading to make money, you could. I personally take profits in Bitcoin, but in USD as well, USDT, some sort of stable coin, or even euros, so I can spend it. So I take a three-way profit system. I take it in Bitcoin, stablecoin, fiat. I use the fiat. I save the stablecoin for a rainy day to buy back lower, and I keep my BTC for accumulating more BTC. Man, I really appreciate you had the guts to admit you bought Safemoon. Yeah, look, I saw it. I wanted to buy it for the reasons I mentioned. And I figured, I'll tell you the reasons as well, just so people don't, feel cheated. I like to be transparent on this channel. So I'll tell you what I buy and why I bought it whenever obviously there's some I don't like. I'm not going to sit there telling you all my trades every day. But I figured I was bashing it for so long, I might as well talk about it. What's my forecast for Sandbox in this bull run? Look, Sandbox could 5x or 10x from here. And I know that sounds crazy and insane, but if market cap starts going up because more people are getting into crypto, if we get that exponential rise, it's not impossible, dude. It's just not. Imagine if companies start announcing one after the other they're getting and buying land in Sandbox, right? It's all speculation, it's a gamble, but it's very possible. ADA is not on your list. No, I forgot about ADA. ADA is on my list. It's just a slow burner. ADA, is on my list, but it's a little bit more medium to long term for me. But I do have ADA. I'm holding ADA. I sold 2/3 of my ADA before it went down because I saw it was like getting toppy and it wasn't like doing much. And I got into other cryptocurrencies, but mainly gaming tokens. I think I got into Gala or something. I can't remember. You have to look at the video. But ADA is on my list. I just don't hold a lot of it. I'm going to get back into it slowly. Harry ML, do you pay attention to transaction fees for swapping altcoins into BTC? Sometimes I buy a market. Yes and no. It depends on how much you're trading. If it's a small amount, obviously it makes a difference. If it's a large amount, it's insignificant. I might even, if I'm in a rush, I'll even market buy or market sell and get those fees hit. It doesn't matter because the profit I will make by making that call outweighs that. When it comes to Safemoon with that 12% fee, even though it was a low amount, it doesn't really matter because I'm expecting a 10 to 20x potential from that. So it doesn't really matter if I get hit or not. Does that make sense? Just the same when I sell. So yes, but not as much as you would imagine. Smash the like button, says Sharif Demars. Smash that like button. Don't just push it. Don't push it. Don't just push it like that. Just smash it like you mean it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right. What can we expect for the price of Ethereum after 2.0? I'm still calling 7 to 10K for Ethereum, a possible 14K to 20K at the end of the bull market. If we have a longer bull market and we go exponential, it is a possibility. But I'm selling at 7.5K, 9K, 10K, and 14K, just so you know. Do you expect any exchange to collapse in 2022? Not that this is always possible. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin. Grab your cryptocurrency, put them in your own wallet so you can control it. I think exchanges, after Mt. Gox and after everything that's happened, they've taken precautions because they don't want to they don't want to mess with the law. They don't want to get in trouble. As long as a reputable exchange, you should be okay. As a matter of fact, for somebody that doesn't know about wallets, that somebody doesn't know about safety precautions, it might actually be safer for them to hold their coins on an exchange. I know that sounds counterproductive, it might sound a little bit weird coming up for somebody that's in crypto, but it's true. If you don't have experience, keeping it on an exchange might be your best bet or safest bet. Xavier Mixlin, this isn't about Safemoon, but I've been debating on putting 2,000 into HBAR, Hedera hash graph. How do you feel about it? I think Hedera hash graph, as I was saying before, is a good token, is a good cryptocurrency. It was just a little bit before its time. Its time will come. I just don't know when. I didn't mention on the list, but I do have a small bag of it. I just don't know when its time is going to be, if that makes sense. Harry ML, 80% of people that buy Bitcoin have never sold it. Most people hodl Bitcoin for years. That's like me. But others take profit and get in and out of their Bitcoin positions. Which strategy is better and why? I just do both. I have an account that I hold Bitcoin and I don't trade it. I have an account that I trade Bitcoin in and out for altcoins and so on. So you can't really say which one's the best because, I'll give you an example. They say 98 or 99% of all traders lose their money. This applies to Bitcoin as well. And if they just held their tokens, they would make more money in the long run. But this is because 98%, 99% of people don't know how to trade, don't read technical analysis, think they know technical analysis after a few months of watching YouTube videos and haven't studied it for years, right? We're not talking about the top traders. We're talking about the vast majority of them. So both work. So it depends on your style. Also, you might want to be liquid. I live off crypto, so I go in and out of crypto, and a lot of that money I make from crypto I use for my living conditions, right? So it really depends on your style and what's best for you, how much time you have, and so on. I like swing trading. I do longer term plays. I do investing as well, where I just hodl and wait for it. But does not mean I will never, ever, ever sell it. I will sell a portion of it, though. Does that make sense? How do you make money in a bear market? There's a few ways to make money in the bear market. The easiest way to make money in a bear market is to accumulate in the bear market. Just buy, just invest. See, when we are in a bear market, that's when I'm going to go on a buying spree. I'm going to see which tokens show strength, and that's when I'm going to start buying, right? Another thing you can do in a bear market is get ready for the bull market. So you build up your positions if you're trading, for example, or you build your project if you own a project, and so on. Another way is to short the market, but that's a lot more difficult. You have to get a trend, know it's a trend, and then short the market. Otherwise, you shouldn't be shorting. It's very difficult to short. And finally, there's even in a bear market and everything is going down, there will always be some projects that go up, that are oversold and so on with technical, so you can also do that. I just like trading on the upside. I'm used to a short trade. It's not my style. I just like buying in the bear market, for example, and holding and building. First of all, let me say thank you to everybody that's saying Happy New Year. Everybody giving the wishes. I am reading your messages. I'm just not reading them out for everybody else because everybody else wants their question answers. So if I just keep on reading all the wishes, it's going to be weird for everyone. But thank you. I really appreciate you guys, and Happy New Year. Will FTM slow down? I bought at 1.22. I can't fathom. Look. It will probably slow down and come to a top. Right now, it looks like it's doing well. If you are up 10x, sell half your position, let the rest ride up. Don't be scared to take profits, even if it keeps on going up and you could have made a shitload. The correct thing to do is always take profits, right? Even if it's just 20%. Well, you might want to just take out your initial investment. If you invested $1,000 and you have $10,000, take that $1,000 out. Now you are purely in profit. Maybe take a little bit profit on top of that. Don't ride it out right till I die, right to die in crypto. It just doesn't make sense, or in anything. Harry ML, do you read the white paper for everything you invest in? See, this is the realest channel, most honest channel you will ever see. And the answer is no. Not at all. A lot of projects I actually buy without reading the white paper at all. Why? Because it's based on hype, based on speculation and price action. I use technical analysis, but I also see sentiment. So sometimes white paper doesn't even matter to me. It doesn't matter. I just buy it, sell it. The only difference is if it's something iffy, I would sell it faster than something solid. Does that make sense? I would get out of Ethereum much harder than I would get out of Safemoon or any other project, or even XRP. Well, XRP, we'll see what's going to happen, but you know what I mean. You get my drift. Mohammed Imamuddin Qadri. Will the whales holding of crypto increase by year? Okay. Elon Musk, cryptocurrency fixed the era of money. Do your view? Okay, let me try this again. Will the whales holding of crypto decrease or increase by year to year? Your views on StockNet. Okay, first of all, I don't know. Usually they increase, but that's what we've been seeing so far. That's why we have this huge price in Bitcoin, compared to in the past. And my speculation on my view is that yes, it will increase, at least when it comes to Bitcoin. As for StockNet, I don't know what StockNet is, but Elon Musk says cryptocurrency fixes the error in money. Your views on this quote. So, money does have a few errors or a few, how can I put this, faults that are not predicted. And every few generations, money changes, right? I mean, maybe not generations, but longer than that. So it used to be seashells, and there was coins, and there was paper note, so on, gold, so on. And we might be going into a digital world. Will it be a cryptocurrency? It will be a digital currency from a central bank, more than likely. And we'll see what happens with cryptocurrency, right? They might bridge that over and get rid of stablecoins. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely, money will be. There will always be faults in money, right? And it will change over time. Now, as tech changes, as different needs are there, and different technology, it develops. Now, that said, it's not always a good thing. So, for example, CBDC, a centralized digital currency, for example, has great perks. Fast, simple, easy to use, etc., right? But it's also control. You're giving up control, right? They could close your bank account like this. If they don't like what you're doing, they could track you, so on. So the freedom is the price to pay there. So there's good things and bad things with every upgrade to money there is, which has been going on forever. Does that make sense? What do I think about decentralized land this year? I mean, how it will perform compared to other gaming cryptos? I think it will do very well. Decentraland and Sand are my two favorite picks. Why? You will hear big companies getting into Decentraland and Sand first before other companies. And in the event of a bear market, a lot of these other coins will disappear. Decentraland and Sand will have the biggest chance of them reappearing and gaining market share when the bear market is over. So for me, Decentraland is one of the top picks. Harry, I want to start getting into microcap altcoins, but I have no idea where to start in deciding what to invest in. How do you choose which look at what's working. Like, look at the sectors. Where is the hype at? If you want to get into microcaps, it's in, out, get in, get out, take profits, right? You got to look at sectors. So it was DeFi about a year ago, right? DeFi was a big craze. So you saw some DeFi tokens going crazy. So the smaller caps started going up because people invested in those with expectations for those to catch up to the big ones. And because there was smaller market cap, they would go up faster, right? After that, it was what? It was it layer 2s or layer 1s? They went crazy. People started going to the less market cap ones. Then it was gaming. This year will probably be NFTs and maybe gaming again. It goes around and shifts. So that's how you look at hype. Like, look at hype. Don't worry so much about reading white papers and so on. Have an understanding of the project, but you want to get in and out of those projects anyway. So you don't really need to overanalyze stuff. Just be very careful. And because you're going for 10, 20x, whatever, 50x, you only need to invest a small amount of money. Don't get greedy. Does that make sense? Any DOT parachains you're bullish about? I'm holding mostly DOT right now. I was bullish on a few, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want people to dive into them expecting them to go up and expecting from me thinking I'm just calling them out right now. I'll just say I'm more bullish on DOT. I think it's the safest play, and there should be enough profits to be made with DOT itself rather than buying the parachain, because they're going to need DOT. They're going to need to buy DOT, and that's going to increase scarcity for DOT, and people, the DOT will go up. Sean C. Question: to me, it seems the future layer 1 winners will be those that are EVM compatible. Okay. Solana, which I hold, is not EVM compatible. Do you think this year Solana will lose some of its... Look, all of them will lose some. But the reason Solana is working, it's how blockchains niche down. So it's EVMs in right now, something else might be in layer 1, or maybe Solana wants to differentiate itself completely, right? Maybe the EVM, it's EVM compatible. So they can work between themselves. Well, what if Solana does something different and wants to be separated? It's all marketing and niche. Maybe it has other benefits that people are going to have to hold Solana because it's not EVM compatible. Does that make sense? We don't know that yet. Will it lose some of its market share? Maybe. Will it gain market share? We don't know. We really don't know what they're working on behind anyway right now. We don't know what's going to happen. So I think Solana is still a good play if that answers your question. Let me just drink some water. When the market crashes, how fast do prices drop? Minutes, hours, days? It drops in days and weeks, but feels like it's minutes. I don't know if that answers your question. Usually, Bitcoin will have a blow off top and then just go down and go up a little bit and go down and go up a little bit and go down. It's just that there'll be more downs and ups. Right now, we're getting more ups and downs. Right now, we're going sideways, but you get my drift. One way to see there's a bear market, there'll be good news, but it won't pump the price and it will just go down. That's one way to see you're in a bear market. Sean C, that's all Cardano is right now, trading on hope and hype. Most projects are, man. Igor says, I am kin on Polt. Okay, yeah. Polka Starter, PDEX, Polkadex. Yeah, okay, I like those. I think if dot ecosystem goes, yeah, I hold some of those as well. That's my speculation. I have small positions of those though. How do we protect profits in crypto? Stable coins, USD. I've been doing some research and I'm starting to believe that Charles Hawkins is a fraud. He was only at Ethereum for 4 months and got kicked out. The technology sounds amazing, but it hasn't done well, yeah, but you have to also understand, Mr. Blue, that innovation takes time. And he's more of an academic. And maybe he got kicked out because he didn't want to work fast. And because as an academic, you want to work slow, and I've worked with academics and I understand this. So it doesn't mean he got kicked out because he was wrong. Maybe he's just very slow, and that's the approach Cardano is making. They want to make sure they don't have no bugs, no problems. So we don't know that. We don't know if that's good or not, right? We'll see. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, go ahead and subscribe down below and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss the next video. I do some pretty cool videos. Ask all my members here or my subscribers here. We the Factor fam, right? We do a lot of calls, right? But we keep it real. We don't give you false hope and crap like that. We do daily videos that get straight to the point, with no fluff, no bullshit. We do live streams like this one, answering your questions, right? Not skipping questions, the ones we don't like. We answer your questions, right? And we have some pretty cool content. So if you don't want to miss it, so you can check out the channel, subscribe, and please hit the bell notification button. And if you are subscribed, please make sure you click the notification button, select all, so you get notified. Because a lot of people are subscribed, but they don't get notified, right? Please do that for me. Please do that for you. Please do this for us, because we are the Factor fam, and this is your channel. We do this together, yes? What's good, peace? Sauce Crypto Boston in the building. What's up, what's up? Woot, woot. Okay. When Bitbull's gonna drop my G? Probably in January. We have some big surprises with Bitbulls. We're just working on something right now. It will launch. Don't worry. Every game needs metaverse, and that's network. True, I have some network as well. They are everywhere. I wonder, is the next Axie or AVAX? I own some network. I think it will do good. We call network on this channel as well. Let's see how it goes. I don't have a lot. I think about $1,000 worth, but I think I started with like 100 or something like that. See, a lot of people think, oh, I invest millions and that million. Come on. Let's keep it real here. You don't want to be putting millions or thousands of dollars into small, crappy things that just came out of the internet. You don't know if they're going to work or not. You want to be putting those on more solid projects, right? A couple of few hundred dollars is okay. If it goes 10x, 50x, 100x, you're doing fine, dude. You're chilling. If you do that with different projects, you have more chance to hit one of them, and that will compensate for all your losses for the ones you didn't get. Does that make sense? So that's what I try to do. Now, do I sometimes go with thousands of euros on some of projects, or tens of thousands? Yes, okay. But that's because I can do it. That's because I can do it, right? So it all depends on how much money you have or how much you want to spend at the time. All right, based on price action, Cosmos is moving similar to how one Solana did. Yes, that's what I've been saying for a while now. How far do you think Cosmos can go if it goes up and Bitcoin breaks 52,000? I think Cosmos could easily do $100, $150 if this bull market continues. Hey, Iger, I agree with, okay, yeah. Hey, Paul, what are your thoughts on CRO? I think it's going to be doing very well. I think CRO on the mission, and I think they're on a mission to overtake Binance. Not sure if they're going to do it or not, but I think it's a good, solid project. Harry ML, I usually sell everything at 100% profit. Am I crazy to just be happy with 100x profit? No, you're not crazy, but you have a very stocks-orientated mindset, if you will. Actually, no, that would be 20, 30%. But why not just sell 80% and let the rest run? You'll be surprised. You lose most of it, but some of it will go up so much it'll blow your mind. Thoughts on FTM? I think it's a very solid project. I think it's doing well based on price action. Recently, I see fear and greed index doesn't show some scary levels. Is it because nothing scary has happened? It's because, theoretically, it went down to the bottom and it's starting to go up again, which should mean we're going up again theoretically. Is it Zcash a good long-time investment? I think Zcash is a bit, how can I put this, old school, and it might not be it might not be its time right now. If I was gonna buy Zcash, I'd wait for a bear market, let it bottom out, and buy it just in case. But I don't think it's gonna do much in this bull market. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong. I have 5 Ethereum in average price of 3,200. If a bear market starts, what would be my strategy? Get the fuck out, dude. Because that $3,200 each will become $1,000 each, right? 1,500, maybe even less. So you have to be very careful. And it's not that it's going to go down there and go back up. It's going to go down there and stay there for like a year or two. So be careful. Shifted Mars, Cadena, Nervos, Flux, still good investments? Well, I never really... So Cadena, we called it, and Flux, we called it months ago. I think it was like 4 or 5 months ago on this channel when I was working with Coin Metro as the head of marketing. And back then, I knew about them, and I knew they're going to do well because we did the release. We launched them on our exchange. But I can't answer much about them right now because I have no information on them. I don't own any anymore. I used to. How do you feel about cock? I'm more of a pussy man. Fear no evil. Cocktail bar. I don't know anything about it, man, but I couldn't help making that joke. Sorry about that. Sean C. I know I'm in the minority, but I don't think Bitcoin will hit 100,000 this year. I think it will steadily rise through March up to 84, 89,000, and the bears will rule the rest of the year. Look, Sean C., to be quite honest with you, again, if you watch my previous videos, if you watch, I said that I'm looking at 100 to 140K, but I'll be selling at 84K, right? Not all of it, but most of it. And then selling more and more as we go up. And obviously I'm going to keep my hodl position. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I still think we're going to go 100 to 140K, but I can see why 84K or 85K to 89K is your call there. Why would you buy Safemoon? Remember you said months ago it was a scam. I'm not saying it's not a scam. I'm just saying I also said months ago when they change their code, they update their code, I will think about getting in, ride the hype and make more money like I did last time when I called the top. And that's what I did. I bought some to ride the hype, right? And but by the way, by them changing their code also is a right that it might be because of them trying to become legit. Because I also said they might be faking it till they make it. And now they're trying to make it, they're trying to change the code so they can become a real company. That might be the case here. So it might not be a scam. But either way, why I would buy it? Because why wouldn't I? Making money has got nothing to do. This is all hype-based, right? What makes Adam and Sol a safe route besides Bitcoin and Ethereum if there's a bear market? I'm not saying it's a safe route, Rohan. I'm just saying that these projects, if there's a bear market, they will bounce back or will likely bounce back in a bull market, in the next bull market. So if you don't have enough time to sell all of it or you sell some of it, your bags can be held till the next bull market. I'm not saying you should do that. I wouldn't. I'd try to get out of all my positions and keep just 20% of these ones. But I'm just saying, if you do left over with your bags, at least you have a chance for it to come back. And then if there's not a bear market, you should have more significant upside. I'm holding low cap gems, land share, and realm instead of mana and sand. What do you think about these? I don't know much about them, but low cap ones, they're more dangerous, but they can make you profits. Just make sure you take profits out fast. Like if you put $1,000 and it goes to $5,000, take your $1,000 out. Even if it goes to $2,000, take your $1,000 out, let the rest run, and take profits continuously so you don't just in case. And always keep a little bit just in case it goes up like crazy. You would have made a lot of money. You don't need to make $1 million. You'll be quite happy with 700,000 or 400,000. Does that make sense? A lot of questions today. I'm losing my voice. So ADAX bouncing like American mountains recently. They have 100 million supply and listed only in one market. Makes sense to put a good amount of money in it. I've been talking about ADAX for a while. They're doing very well, and I think AVAX would be good. Hello, Safemoon, the coin you predict before that is a mess. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't understand what that means. Counterintuitive is the word you were looking for. Thank you. About keeping crypto on exchange. Yes, counterintuitive. Thank you, Slightless Wisdom. Cake for long term, your opinion. I'm holding some cake. I think now, with cake was going up because a lot of people were releasing on Binance, yes, and using the Binance Pancake Swap. But now you have other solutions that also have less fees that are taking market share from Pancake. So midterm maybe, long term if you want to stake it and come back with a lot of cake, fine. I sold some of my cake, like 2/3 of my cake. I still have 1/3 of my cake being staked. I was actually thinking about taking it out and putting in something else. Is it a bad project? No. Is it a good project? Yes. Do I think it's going to go up more? Yes. I just think other projects are going to outperform it. What's your price prediction for VeChain in 2022? I do not have a price prediction for VeChain in 2022. I think it's a great coin. I've talked about it. I said it's amazing. I said I know what they're working on because I was working with the University of Nicosia. I was doing some projects with the University of Nicosia anyway. I was helping them out. And I saw what VeChain was doing. I think it's before its time. I think it's going to do better in the future. What coins you'll add in my Moon bag? Matic or Ethereum? I would add Matic in a Moon bag right now and Ethereum. I also made a video a couple of days ago on what coins. I made a video yesterday and a video 2 days ago on what coins I'm getting into and why. How many coins do I hold at one time, and how do I keep tracks of trades? Okay, so I'll tell you how many coins I'm holding right now. You ready? All right, and it's gonna blow your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Wait, see if you can guess how many coins I'm doing. Write down in the chat how many coins do you think I'm holding. I lost count. Okay, I know a little bit though. Fuck, I know. I'm holding so many. I'm holding about 75 because I lost count at some point. 75 tokens right now, but some are left over, some are small amounts, some are huge amounts. So I did about 75 tokens. I want to make them into 20. Does that make sense? I want to make them into 20 tokens, and it's very hard. Maybe 30, but it's very hard. I wouldn't mind even 50 if some was like moon bags, as some people would call them. We'll see. How do I keep track of my... I use Blockfolio, or now it's called FTX. I just put them all in there, and I can see the prices. I can see what I have on what exchanges or what accounts. I don't connect it to the API. I just have notes on which exchanges there are. And the ones, and usually there's price history, there's history in exchanges as well for the ones I have in exchanges. Any views on FEG or Raka? No, I do not. I don't know these coins. If 21 million Bitcoins mined, what happens next? Bitcoin will have the same store of value or waste? Just confused. Well, that's going to take a very long time, and it can always be fractions, right? I'll tell you a secret. You know, in my opinion, there's no, you know how they say 21 million tokens is the cap of Bitcoin, and it is, right? But with consensus, you can make more. You know that, right? If it's voted. That's number one. And number two is what happens after. I think by then Bitcoin will be so big, and it'll be like, you know what? I can't really think of it. I don't know. Like, we'll see. In 100 or 150 years, I don't know when it's going to be. We'll see what happens. It will probably be more valuable, and probably be other tokens under Bitcoin that will serve a purpose as well. So it'll be like, I don't know, kind of, you know how in the past you had gold coins and silver coins? You'll have Bitcoin and something else. Will it be Ethereum? We don't know. We'll see. What happens when there's no more Bitcoins to buy? You're 100 years older than now. What are your thoughts on Cardano ADA? I think it's a good coin. It's just like slow because it's very academic driven, so it's very slow to move, which is fine. Is this not the guy against Safemoon? Yes, I am. Hi Paul, I wonder why Bitcoin price influence all other prices as well, because it's a lead indicator of the market, right? People looks at Bitcoin and they say, okay, if Bitcoin does this, everything else gets a lag, does the same, or if Bitcoin goes down, everything will go down, be the end of the market. That's the belief right now. So back in the day, everything was dominated in Bitcoin as well. You couldn't like buy coins without Bitcoin, and Ethereum after that. So it was even more. But yeah, it's basically a lead indicator of the markets. People will usually sell out of their positions, and usually they hold Bitcoin and other things as well. Except the maxis. That's why you see the supply always kind of like. All right, $100 enough invested in Santa Mana? Well, it's a little bit. It's $100 now, maybe a little bit on the low. For mana and sand, you might make $300, $500. If you're lucky, $800. That might sound like a lot of money, maybe not, depending on which country you're in. But you know, so it really depends on how much money you have to invest as well. Do you think Doge will make a comeback in 2022? Elon did an interview speaking about how it's one of the only coins suitable as a currency due to... Yeah, but there's a few more things that he's not aware about for Doge, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It will make a comeback when there's hype around meme tokens again, or if there's hype with meme tokens. Does that make sense? It's hype driven. And I've been talking about Doge since the beginning of this channel, and talking about collecting Doge and having fun with Doge. So people that follow this channel had a very good time with Doge. We'll see what happens. Will Radium price increase? I got out of Radium. Did you see my video about me getting out of Radium and why? Check it out. Like Google, not Google, put in the search bar on my channel Radium and have a look. So I don't know if it's going to go up or not. I refuse to look at it. I'm very pissed off at them. Sean C. Paul, do you think we will finally get approved for a Bitcoin spot TF? Quite possibly, man. I hope so. It is possible. It's also probable. So let's see what happens. The Factor fan, my man. VVS Finance backed by Crow. Any thoughts? I don't have any thoughts. I haven't really looked into it, man. I know that maybe I should. What is your view on NFTs and your advice on how to trade them? I love NFTs. If you know, I've been trading NFTs, lost a lot of money on NFTs. Made some, lost more. But I've also developed my own NFTs and my own NFT-based game with a metaverse incorporation. So I'm all for NFTs. I think they're the future. But if you want to trade them, I wouldn't ask me because I lost money trading it. I'm more of a project developer sort of guy, right? So, and even there, I'm the marketing and sales and the operations behind it. I have developers, right? So I work with a gaming company, so which I'm a part of. But as far as trading NFTs, I would follow Elo Trades. And no, I don't know him personally. I'm just saying I would follow Elo Trades and Jeremy Crypto. And no, I don't know him personally. I'm just recommending him. Oh, and Crypto Stash, which I do know. I've met him on a live stream. And we talked a little bit. And also, if you want to know about NFTs, if you want to know how to make them or how to sell them and do the sales and sell more NFTs, that I can help you with. Just go to Mintable. Let me show you something real quick. If you go to mintable.app and you go down here to the Sellers University and you click it. Hey, how are you? My name is Paul and welcome to... As you can see, you will learn everything you have to do about NFTs from the CEO right here. Or if you move on, you will see everything that has to do with sales. Like, for example, sales story structure. Okay, let's talk about sales and let's talk about how to sell your NFT. And so basically, we created this university with the CEO of Mintable, so you can learn everything you can about them. Make a video on low cap coins that can 100x in the future, says the Born Assault. I can make a video on low cap coins that have potential to go up, but these, You have to understand these 100x titles on YouTube and 1000x titles on YouTube are all to get clicks. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I might do it myself. But I can't, I'm very wary about actually saying that's the case on the video because people, that's just lying. You don't know if it's going to 100x or not. It's all hype. You can 10x, you can make a video on 10x, like you can math it up to there. Everything beyond that is luck. And maybe even 5x and everything beyond is luck. Does that make sense? How do you define altcoins? Any coin that's not Bitcoin. It's an alternative coin. Bitcoin was the first one, so it's an alternative coin. 27, you were wrong. People guessing the number here. Do you think Safemoon is a good investment if they come out with a blockchain? If they come out with their own blockchain in 2022, I would literally do the same thing I'm going to do right now. I would buy the token, right? I would hold it. I would trade. I would sell it on the way up on hype and keep 20% or 30% for a longer term time frame in case it blows up even more. That's what I would do. Do I think it's a good investment in general, long term, as in to hold? No, I don't. I don't think Safemoon is that. There's no reason for it to be that. Why? Because it has no reputation. You cannot build a reputation on what you're going to do. There's no utility. Safemoon doesn't do anything. Oh, they have their own wallet, their own exchange. Yeah, but it's their own wallet and own exchange. It doesn't solve a problem. Tell me one thing it solves. Nothing, right? It doesn't. Does that mean it doesn't go up in price? No. Does that mean it can't make money of it? No. But it doesn't. But it means it's not a long-term hold for me. All these numbers they're guessing. 64, I think, was the closest so far by MC. As an American, how can we get into IDO and ICO, pre-sales, etc.? It seems like it's the best way to... Well, Matthew, I'm not like a consultant in this, but you can either like open up a company offshore, I guess, and do it through there, or use a VPN maybe and take your chances. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm not saying that's something to do. Oh, I forgot to change the screens back to me. Sorry about that. Anyway, you were reading the chat so you could see my screen. But yeah, I can't really advise on that because A, I'm not American. And B, you know, I can't advise for you to do illegal things, even though they're possible, if that makes sense. Opening an offshore company is not illegal, by the way, but I'm just saying. Wow, 75 coins. That was close. Yeah. Yes, Sean C. Where were you? Well, no, what you guess? What was your guess? 10 coins? Yeah, you were very close. There you go, 75. Michelle Martin, 75. It's the Med. 75. They got them. You guys got them. Do you think Casper is an oversold project? I don't know what Casper is, so I don't know. How many cryptocurrencies exist? Thousands, dude. Your thoughts on Gala? We called Gala. I think it's a great token. I think it's a good play. If this bull market continues and gaming comes back into a trend, I think then Gala is going to do very good from here on. David Goldstein says, nobody cares, Jew. I'm Greek. So I don't know why you're calling me a Jew. Not that there's anything wrong with Jews. Shalom. L'chaim. Are you Satoshi Nakamoto? No, I am not. I deny I am Satoshi Nakamoto. Sean C., as we move more and more into a multi-chain world, what are your thoughts on Rune? I'll tell you. And there are other projects similar to Rune. Should we research? I think you should research. I was holding Rune. I made a video about what I got out of Rune at some point to get into more AVAX. I think it's a good project. I think it's going to do well. I'm not sure if it's going to be the best performing one, but it's an okay project. I might get back into it soon. We'll see. Which category with profits from something else? Which category of coins will blow in 2022? I mean, look, the only one I'm sure that's going to blow in 2022 would be Ethereum and gaming. Those are my two biggest bets. The bonus salter. Sheen Desga. So Hex's finished product with no project promises. What do you think about? I think Hex is a good money maker. I made a shitload of money on Hex. I'm staking Hex. As for its utility, I don't see it solving much except making money. At some point, I think this is gonna. I was making videos about to take profit on Hex for a while. That was when it was really high. It's highs, the all-time highs. Then it just went down like crazy, like over 50%. I think 60 something percent. And it's going to do that again. It's going to go up again. It's going to do that. When everything will go down again. So if you're staking Hex, make sure you have a bag that's not staked, so you can sell and then buy back lower, or if it keeps on going down, don't buy back. That goes with every project, not just Hex, by the way, right? Do I like Hex? I like Richard Hart. I think it's making money. It's hard for me to say anything negative about something that's just been going up and making you money for so many years, but at some point, I think it's going to end. It's quite possibly it's going to end like in many, many years, though. I mean, it seems to be doing well. It's an interesting project. I would even call it an experiment, right? I would even call it an experiment. What could happen? Will people adopt Hex and start making payments with Hex and making money? Yes, it's quite possible. Improbable, but it's possible. That could be a use case for it, yeah? I mean, it happened with Bitcoin, right? But I think Hex is a bit... I think it's a money-making play with risk, and I think it is risky. I don't care what people say. I've had Richard Hart on this channel a lot of times. I know Richard Hart personally, as in I talked to him personally. I still think it's a risky play, and I wouldn't bet the farm on it. If you got into Hex, even if you got into with a few $100s, you made a shitload of money. And if you're going to get into Hex, I recommend bring a little bit, and you'll make a shitload of money. But be very careful. What's the name of the website you mentioned? Sorry? Oh, mintable.app. Let me write it down for you. Hello from Brazil. Thank you very much, Walter Mello. What is your view on Render token? I used to own Render token and got out of my position. I got out of that position. So my view is that it can make gains, but not enough as other coins will. So I got out. Hi, Paul. Do you think it's better to wait on Bitcoin to break 52,000 before investing in gaming tokens? That could be a leading indicator, yes. A lot of people, advanced traders, who don't care about, don't FOMO in, will be waiting for 52K to break and close above. You could get into now. It seems we're holding support of 45, 46K. It doesn't seem like we're going to go any lower, but we don't know that. But I would personally wait for 52K until I put anything serious amounts of money into the market. We have to break 52K. Right now, a few $100s, few $1,000s, that's fine. But be careful. How is your health? The pills are working very well. I'm doing very well. Thank you very much, man. When do you think the current dip will end? Now. I think it already ended, man. We'll see, though. We'll see. I might be wrong. Thoughts on Stellar XLM? This is a non-trader. We have to see what's going to happen, right? Thoughts on Stellar XLM? Stellar is an amazing blockchain, amazing tech before its time. A lot of things are built on Stellar. Its capabilities are amazing. I don't think it's going to go up yet. I think maybe in the next bull market. Could I be wrong? It could go up now? Yeah, sure. But right now it's going to be outperformed by other projects. Are you happy that you have subscribers from everywhere in the world? Yes, I am. Sharif Demars. This channel keeps me going. It makes me happy, and I look forward to these live streams every single week. You have no idea how important it is to me. I love it. XMR still Monero. Is Monero still a good investment? It was a good investment. I told you guys to get out because the shift was privacy tokens were getting out of fashion. There was a lot of regulations coming towards them. Monero might be a good buy, a good investment. Not right now in the bear market. So you get the absolute lows, so you're in less danger as well. Immutable X, any thoughts? Yes, I think Immutable X has a lot of potential, especially with ZK rollups. Harry ML, my family don't take crypto seriously. Most of my friends believe it's too late for them to get into crypto. I want to encourage. Well, just the fact that most people think that and most people do that, that's a sign that we're still early, right? So that's a good thing. If everybody was into it, if everybody was like, yeah, let's go into it. If your family suddenly says, okay, yeah, now I get it, let's get into it. And your friends like, wow, we're going to get into it, it's not the top. That would be a sign that it's the top. So that's a good thing. How do you encourage them? I've encouraged people that never listen to me, and it's a mess because once you encourage someone to accept crypto, if things go great, they will say, yeah, they will say you're great. If they things go great and they didn't invest, they'll hate you anyway. So you got to be careful. Paul, are we still going to go to 100K? Yes, I still think 100 to 140K. But we'll see. We'll see if we break 52K, close above it, and get confirmation. We, the next crypto factor fam, millionaires till 2026 will grow together. Yes, let's succeed together. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Do you invest any time Wonderland or any similar projects? I did not have any time or Wonderland, but I was looking at a video today, and I've looked at it in the past as well. I'll see. I'm not sure yet. I want to look more into it. Time is not on my side sometimes. I answered Immutable X. Paul, what is your favorite coin? Bitcoin. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Do you know about True Badger Next ecosystem? Please make a video about it. I have to look into it, Infinity Mind. We'll see. What could try are you from? What? What could try? Maybe what country I'm from? I'm from Greece. I was born in London, but I'm from Greece. Paul, a millionaire Asian guy, told me to buy XRP and never sell it. Okay. No comment. Just because he's a millionaire doesn't mean that he knows like what he's talking about when it comes to crypto. Now, will XRP have its time and go up like crazy? Yes, but never sell it. That's just dumb. Sell it when you're in profit. We had all these millionaires saying the same advice back in 2017. Never sell it. Never sell it. You saw what happened. Hi, Paul from Slovenia. Have you forgot to pin memo Luna in transaction? Is it possible to get it back? By what? Have you ever forgot to pin a memo? It is possible to get it back. Maybe. I'm not sure about this. By messaging the person you sent it to, like the exchange. Otherwise, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. Some exchanges will tell you if you don't put the memo, we can't even help you. So I don't know. But Luna's also a coin I forgot to mention in my top coins, by the way. So make sure I'm going to add that to the video I'm going to make another day. Should I learn to program and understand crypto better? I am. I'm going to start learning how to program crypto when I get the time. I'm taking some courses from the University of Nicosia for other things. But once I complete those, then I'm probably going to start learning programming for multitude of reasons. I want to understand what programmers say when I talk to them, when I'm negotiating, and so on. What launch pads do you think are the best opportunity? CDFI. There's PokerStarter. I think I still have a little bit of PokerStarter. There's a few out there, man. I can't really keep up with them all. But launch pads should do well. Do you know anything on VPAD? Nope, I do not know anything on VPAD. Luna this year, I think it's a must-hold. I think it's going to do good as well. And I'm also staking Luna, by the way, and also have another bag to sell. I'm really thinking to DEL part of my ADAS to enter a launchpad. Don't know what ADAS is. ADA to get into launchpads? Maybe that would be a good play. Maybe not. We don't know. I'm not really sure. I do think launchpads will do good, though. We just don't know which ones. Anyway, thank you very much for another show. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Please like the button for support and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this live stream. If you think this live stream is of value to you, if it can help you and you want to succeed together, go ahead, subscribe down below and hit that bell notification button. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Love you all. Melissa, Happy New Year. And Walter, thank you, man. Bye-bye.